and welcome to weekly vlog number 8. So yeah, it's now the 8th week of the year. Still keeping up the weekly vlogs and I'm really enjoying them. I'm really liking the fact that I can see when I've read things and like it's all documented. And yeah, like I'm enjoying it and I hope that you are too. But this week I am reading 4 books. Hopefully, obviously. The 4 books that I'm hoping to read this week, it obviously was looking chunkier, but I've managed to get this little one on rather than Dracula, so that's good. The Song of Achilles is a Greek myth retelling. Frankenstein is like the original story, you know, it's a classic now. It's potentially the like original sci-fi book. Yeah, great. To Kill a Mockingbird, honestly I don't really know a lot of what it's about. I know it's a classic and I know it's on my list of like classics I was planning on getting to at some point in my life eventually. It just so happened I needed to get it a bit earlier, well, get it now to fulfill this prompt that I needed. So yeah, that's what I've gone for that. And then Letters to a Young Poet is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a load of letters and I think they're quite informative and quite educational. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm just going to take it day by day and relax and just see how much I can read this week. So yeah. Okay, so it's now Monday evening, so it hasn't been very long. But I have tried to do a bit of reading today and I have read the first letter in here. And I think over the week I will definitely read this. It's really enjoyable. I like reading it, but it's very heavy. I think I've basically come to the conclusion that I'm calling it quits on my official TBR. Basically, I think that the other 3 books that I was going to read this week are either going to be too dense or too heavy. Like, I want a nice relaxed week when it comes to reading. Like, I enjoy reading the heavier stuff, the denser stuff, when the rest of my headspace can be light and free, I guess is the easiest way to word it. But this week I've got a lot going on, I've got a lot I need to do and a lot I need to sort out. And I want light and fluffy, to be quite honest. So I've gone up to my unread bookshelf upstairs and I've picked out some books that I think I might read. So I've picked out 5 books here. I'm not saying I'll definitely read any of these, I'm not saying I'll only read these, but I just thought I'd show them just for now. So you can see there's a graphic novel, which is snotgirl, who's thrown a glass. There's The Secret Circle, The Divide, there's a Legion, and there's The Battle of the Labyrinth, which is book 4 in the Percy Jackson The Olympians. I read the first letter of this, it's great. I've already got 4 tabs in there of just like impactful statements and lines and stuff. And I definitely think I'll enjoy reading this week. And I might still pick up 1 or 2 of the books from the original TBR, I don't know, but I want the option to not. And I think right now, at least for this evening's reading, I just want something lighter. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick up yet. I'll just update as and when. Okay, so I decided to start reading snotgirl volume 1. I am not many pages in, probably like between 10 and 15 pages in. And it's taken a very different turn to what I expected. I expected it just to be, well, honestly I don't really know what I expect it to be, but you know, 10 to 15 pages in, this isn't a spoiler unless you think it could be classed as one. If so, skip forward 20 seconds. But I think she just killed someone, which I wasn't expecting. Like, it does say on the back she may or may not have killed someone, but I thought it was just being over the top. It was all about like being a fashion blogger and terrible friends. So yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she just killed someone. So yeah, that's where this is heading. Not quite the light graphic novel I thought I was picking up, but really enjoying it. Okay, so last night I did finish snotgirl. This was just a bit of fun, honestly. I've given it 3.5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but it wasn't anything major, honestly. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to read. You never really knew where the story was going to go. The illustration style is also so like nice. Like, can you see a random page, but like the illustration itself is like so cool. And yeah, I think I'll definitely, there's 2 more volumes of this and I'll definitely pick them up at some point and give them a read. So yeah, really happy that I read it. I'm kind of tempted to continue on with the Percy Jackson and the Olympians because that's what I was reading last week. But then there's also The Secret Circle. But the problem is, once I've read this one, it's really difficult to get a hold of the next book. I really want to read this, but I've been putting it off because I still can't get a hold of the book following this, so I don't know. Okay, so it is now lunchtime. I've just finished eating and I think I'm probably going to finish this book very shortly because I picked it up last night at like 11. I was like, oh, I'll read a little bit before bed. And at 2 AM I was like, I really need to go to bed. And I'd read quite a lot of it. It is just a receipt shoved inside because at that time I could not find a bookmark. But yeah, we're on page 185 and the book has 286. So I've literally got 101 pages to read and this is such a fast read and just so much fun. And yeah, so I actually feel like reading's going okay again. Like I've kind of found like the sort of book that I'm happy to read this week and is really making me in a better mood towards my reading because I don't want a week without reading. I just want to be able to read the correct things for how I'm feeling. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so I finished The Secret Circle, The Divide last night. It was great. I had a lot of fun with it and I gave it 4 stars in the end. It's a really good like book and book series. They're a little bit cheesy and to be honest this one did seem a bit cheesier than I was like super okay with, but it's still so good. Like the magic was expanded on, new characters were introduced in like really interesting ways. There was a twist that like you kind of saw come in but you didn't see it exactly, and if I hadn't watched the show I don't know if I would have seen it come in, to be honest. So yeah, like it was just a lot of fun. And sometimes that's all you need out of a book, is for it to just be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to read the next one. I have already had a look today and you just can't find it. Like, well you can if you're willing to pay like £50 or something, but that's just ridiculous for like an old paperback book. Yeah, it looks like for some reason the 5th book in the series they're just not reprinting at the moment and haven't been for over a year that I've been trying to get it now. And it costs a lot of money to buy because there's not many copies of it going, and even people who are like selling it on second hand have realised that. So yeah, I don't know, I think I might buy book 6 anyway because I'm worried that they'll start doing the same for that one. It'll go up in price. Right now it's only slightly more expensive than like a normal paperback book, but yeah. So it's Friday morning and last night I read a big chunk of this. I got to chapter 18. It was great. I really love it. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of adventure. This one hasn't seemed as predictable either. Like I know I've already read it so I know the basics of what's going on. But in terms of like, you know, it's a... this is classed as YA, but for me I'd say it's like on the border of middle grade and YA, more in terms of like the writing style. But the first 3 definitely had like a lot of predictable elements, whereas I feel like this one, nothing that's happened has been as predictable. There's definitely been more times where we've been like left in the dark as to what's going to happen and stuff, and yeah, it was really good. I'm enjoying the characters, enjoying the new characters, and I'm enjoying how the different characters are working together to like get the different things done. We're about to come back to like the end bit now. I think there's literally 3 chapters left. We've got chapter 18, chapter 19, chapter 20, so 3 chapters left to read. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great fun and yeah, I can't wait. Okay, I finished it. I really liked this book. I really liked the ending. I think one of the great things about this book series is obviously like the 5 books go together, like they tell a story over all 5, but each one of them is still like wrapped up so lovely, and like it gives you a little extra at the very end just to like get you ready for the next book, but it's wrapped up so nice. And yeah, I just think, I don't know, like the friendships in it seem so genuine, the world, how the characters would actually act. Yeah, it was a great time. I'm giving it 4 stars. I think it's really good. I gave book 3 4.5, but the other 2 4 stars. And I kind of feel like this is probably in between, but I just do like half stars. I don't go further than that. Like if I was going to, it'd probably be a 4.25, but like it's just a 4 stars. Yeah. So yeah, really happy, really glad I read it. I definitely think I'm gonna see if I've got time to read the last book in that series this weekend, because if so, I think it'd be great to get this one down. But first of all, I'm going to prioritise this one so that I'm actually finishing all the books that I've started this month. So yeah. Okay, hello. It's Saturday evening. I still haven't read any more of this one. I have managed to damage the cover, which not great. And I've started the audiobook for this one, which is The Last Olympian. But I've still got 5 hours left of the audiobook. And it is 10 to 11 Saturday evening. We have completely messed up timing today. I didn't wake up till 12ish, potentially after 12. So I'm definitely not going to bed quite yet, but I don't know, it's not looking promising. I would really like to finish both of them essentially tomorrow now, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Okay, so I finished The Last Olympian a little bit ago now. 5 stars, 100% giving it 5 stars. It was amazing, it was great, the ending, everything was like so perfectly tied up, but like I can definitely see how we've got other series from it, and yeah, really enjoyed it, really great. I am pretty determined that I'm going to finish this today. This is Letters to a Young Poet. I've read about 20% of it, but nothing else since I initially picked it up. But got my little tabs here, and I've got my highlighter, and at some point I'm just going to sit down and read through it and enjoy, and that'll be that. I think I'm probably going to have a little relax, a little break from reading, and then just get to it, and then I'll do a final check-in because the day's almost over and it's Sunday, so that'll be the week over. Okay, that's a wrap. Everything I've read. Everything I haven't finished this. It's only small. I know I should just sit down and read it, but I don't want to. I'm not feeling it. I'm not vibing right now, and I want to enjoy it when I do read it, so I'm just going to leave it, and at some point I'll read it. But yeah, like reading is enjoyment for me. I'm not going to force myself to read it. I'm a little annoyed at myself because it would have been really nice to finish it this week, but it's not happening, so it's not happening. Yeah, that is everything then, I guess. There's not really much more to update on. Really hope that you enjoyed the video. Do give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this. I think the next video coming out after this one will be on Wednesday, and that will be my entire February wrap up, so do stay tuned for that. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.